Hey everybody! So most of this topic we're focusing on the body systems in animals. But a really small part of the topic is to actually look at plants as well, because plants have body systems too. Plants also have body systems. They use them to transport things around their body, and they use them to collect nutrients from the soil, and they have a body system for collecting sunlight to do photosynthesis, and they also have a reproductive system, just like animals. But it works in a completely different way. And so the focus we're looking at in this topic is how plants reproduce using their reproductive system. How do plants reproduce? And like I said, we're looking at their reproductive system. And in this really short introduction video, we're only looking at the process called pollination. And that is how plants with flowers do their reproduction. So all that happens in pollination is we start off with pollen in one flower. So the first step is we have pollen in a flower. Every flower, well, most flowers make pollen. And then the second step is that pollen gets transported somehow to another flower. So up here are the different ways that the pollen can be transported. So one of the ways is pollen can be transported by insects. We've all seen honeybees flying around. They come along to flowers, they eat the nectar because it tastes delicious. It's really sugary. And then while they're eating the nectar, pollen gets stuck to them. And then when they fly to another flower, they carry those pollen grains to the next flower. So insects can carry pollen, but also the wind can carry pollen as well. So the wind just blows pollen from one flower over across to a different plant and across to a different flower. And then lastly, the pollen attaches to the plant, to another plant, and then it allows some seeds to grow, which can grow new plants. Pollen attaches to another flower. Sometimes that flower can be on the same plant, so plants can reproduce with themselves sometimes, but usually it's on another plant completely. And that's pollination. Pollen transporting from one flower to the next.